Another great tool for that more cinematic shot is called a jib or a crane. And we have a jib or crane. It's sort of in this black bag. And I'm going to quickly show you how to put this together. So I'm going to get out the parts for it. Our jib or crane is an 8-foot crane. It's also extendable to a 12-foot crane. Most of the time if you're using it in the room, you're just going to use it in the 8-foot fashion. And most of the time you're going to, outside the room, you're going to use it in an 8-foot fashion. If we use it in a 12-foot fashion, it'll more than likely be used for like a basketball game. So let me go ahead and get the parts out and get this installed. You have the tripod itself with a plate on the top for the jib. So the tripod simply sets up and you tighten this. Careful not to over tighten, those are made of plastic. And you're going to remove the screw on the top. This is the main piece for the jib. It's got a handle on it, it's got a plate for the weights on the back, and you simply just put this on the screw and take your wing nut and tighten that on. Now, of course, your tripod is adjustable, so you could raise the tripod at this point and go higher. If you're shooting anything indoors, you're going to want it on the lowest setting. That's going to be the easiest. This is the extension, and this is where the camera sits. And actually, this isn't the extension. The extension would go between this, so you get another 4 feet out. But this is the part where the camera sits, and then the rod that controls the tilt. I'll show you that in a second. Slide this on, and this top piece will thread on. I find it helps if you have like a desk or a chair or something to set it on, so you can then pop the screws through. Take your nuts, put them back on so it's secure. That's it, your jib is together. You're gonna want to counterweight. So if you can see, and you math people, you science people know this, that if I have a long length here and I have a short length here, I'm gonna need more weight here than I have on this end. So depending on the weight of your camera, that's gonna tell you how much weight you need on this end. There's plate where the camera goes there, and what you're basically doing is now you're getting a nice smooth movement, and you can go up, you can go down, and you can move to the side, and the smoother the better with the jib. And I'd like you to play around with the shots. The last thing I'd like to show you is this piece in the center is removable. Where this rod is. So you take the wing nut off and remove the screw. And sometimes it might be bound just a little bit. You can find the point where it's not and pull that out. And what that's now going to let you do is it's going to let you, instead of saying completely flat as you raise and lower, you have control in the handle. And we can then take the handle and we can tilt the camera